If you are going to be the deliberate creator of your own reality, then you must understand how it is that reality is created. When you got here, there was a lot of already manifested stuff around you. And it is logical that you would look at it and say, well, this is life. And that you would maybe not remember clearly that you were going to be adding to and creating more and molding it into place. But we want you to hear from us and maybe to spark your memory in the knowledge that you came to let what is be the bouncing off place for more. And that it is such a wonderful thing when the contrast of your life experience causes you to know that you prefer something beyond what is. And further, to actually consciously know that once you have launched the rocket of desire, that the entire universe will work in concert to help you in the manifestation of it. And nothing less than that will do for you. There is no satisfaction in just coming forth and regurgitating what's already there. You get bored so fast and really sort of petty about the bad job they've been doing. But when you realize that you are the agents of change, that you are the ones who get to focus and identify and know what improvement can be, and then you use the power of your focus, not dissuaded by what is, not tempted by looking at what's easier to see. Oh, it is so much easier just to look at what is already manifested, isn't it? It's so much easier to see it and praise it or criticize it. It's so much easier just to look at what is and weigh in with all of the other statisticians on the goodness and the badness and the rightness and the wrongness of it. That's really easy to do, but not satisfying. But if you get to look at it, and out of it, you get to identify the improvement that you can see. And then you can find ways of focusing on the improvement even though it hasn't manifested. But you know you're zeroing in on it because of the way you feel, because of the satisfaction that you are feeling in your focus. Then you get to be one who consciously observes what's in this vibrational reality, this reality that is so real, we've given it a name, we called it a vortex. We wrote 2 books about it because we want you to accept the reality of this vibrational reality. If you can accept that you have created a vibrational reality and that you can fixate on the vibration of what's in it, then you get to be one who witnesses the evolution of these vibrations to thoughts and these thoughts to words and these thoughts and words to things. You get to witness the becoming of creation, which is what you came to do. So it goes like this. You're bipping along, you know what you don't want, you know what you do want. Your vortex is full of enough to keep you busy for 20 or 30 lifetimes, really. Law of attraction has been responding to it. Cooperative components have been gathered. And all of this is queued up, ready for you to begin a conscious realization of it. So Source, who knows where you are in relationship to what you have already created, is offering you a steady thought stream, a path to lead you to the full satisfaction of these things that you want. And we call it a path of least resistance because you, dear hearts, and it's all right, you've put a whole bunch of resistance on your path. But your inner being knows what all your hang-ups are, what all your hindering beliefs are. And your inner being is offering you ideas of how to get to where you want to be, even though there's resistance on your path. Your inner being isn't saying, oh, there's resistance on your path. Go get rid of it and then come back and we'll talk. Your inner being isn't saying, oh, too much resistance for you. You're doomed to an unpleasant life. Your inner being just constantly offers ideas about how you can get to where you want to be. And so your vortex is full of all of this knowing, all of this reality, all of it queued up, all of the cooperative components gathered for you. And then you, in some vibrational relationship to that knowing. The better you feel, the more on point you are. The worse you feel, the more oblivious you are. You recognize that in yourself, don't you? So let's say you've been meditating, you've been appreciating, you're mostly tuned in, tapped in, turned on. And so you are in the vicinity of what's in your vortex. And there you are. Maybe you've just meditated and you've cleared your mind. It's such a wonderful state of being. And then near the end of your meditation, a thought occurs to you. This sweet thought comes into your mind, and you can feel the exhilaration of it because it's a pure idea straight from source. And so when that first sweet thought comes to you, and by that sweet thought we mean that thought that is not burdened by doubt or disbelief, that first really good satisfying thought comes, then you're off and running. And once you allow yourself to be the receiver of those good feeling thoughts, and even more important, the understander of why you had access to such a thought and what that thought would lead to, it's like getting ready to be ready, to be ready, to be ready, to be ready for the full manifestation. But so often, you just want the full manifestation. You don't want to be ready to be ready. You just say, I want it, and I want it now. And when it doesn't come now because you weren't ready to be ready, to be ready, to be ready, to be ready, then you say, I must not be worthy, or I must not be in the path of goodness, or it's that reason, or that reason, or that reason. And then you practice the thought of it not coming to you rather than allow the thoughts of it coming.